G'day, this is Captainoob, and this is a Bloodied Gauss Minigun with 33% more VATS hit chance and faster movement speed whilst aiming major and minor legendary effects respectively. There you go, I've said the thing, you can all go apeshit in the comments now. Anyways, so what I've got right here, I pulled this from during a stream the other day, and I was quite drunk at the time, and, you know, my reaction was kind of what you'd expect. It's like, yeah, that'll do. And you might not think of this as a particularly god roll legendary bloodied thing, but there's practical reasons why this might be good. First of all, this thing is bugged. Like the 50% more limb damage, the 33 VATS hit chance seems to get you a whole lot more damage than you actually should if you can manage to hit your target in the same spot multiple times over. So that's nice. That'll hopefully go well for us when we get into clean testing these things, but post-patching that, you know, if they ever get around to it, that 33% VATS hit chance might be a little bit more practical than something else. See, I've noticed with the Gauss shotgun and the Gauss pistol that if you actually hit the Scorched Beast Queen or any Scorched Beast in VATS, they don't seem to shrug off the damage. Like, it's not the explosions hitting them, like the explosions don't even show up, it's just the bullets hitting them doing the damage. So if I'm able to utilize VATS with this thing, and the 33% VATS hit chance will make this thing less likely to whiff the point blank shot, which will, you know, if you miss the first one, you're going to miss all of them because your AP will be down in like less than a second. But, you know, if I can secure a couple of hits, I could make some good damage out of this. I'd have to tinker with that. I don't think it'll be all that useful, but in terms of, you know, getting some cheeky little VATS hits on them, might work. I'll be in power armor too, so yeah, we're going to have a lot of AP to spare, so possibly going to replace this one day, but a Bloodied Gauss Minigun is a Bloodied Gauss Minigun, and faster movement speed whilst aiming is kind of pointless anyway. The bug that one has is it always alters your movement speed, always gives you a boost no matter what, whether you're aiming down sights or not. If that's still around, I'm not really sure. I haven't really bothered to look at it. You've seen the damage, we've seen it before, so we'll chuck on these perks called Heavy Gunner. Heavy Gunner. There's one, the tank dude, the tank vault boy, which is most terrifying. Yes, that'll go on as well. Now, I've got stabilized on, which means I've only got 2 points left in intelligence to put that on, but it's kind of efficient there. 30% damage for 2 perks versus 60 with all 5, so, you know, I'm using less than half of the perks to get half of the damage, which is good. Also, I'm a fucking idiot because I crafted too many of these 2mm electromagnetic cartridges, and that's kind of stuck with me. I'm stuck with this for the rest of my existence until I, you know, shoot this thing enough to empty out the inventory a little bit, so I have to deal with that. And also, Bloody Mess goes on. Got One Gun Army, the same usual setup here. Action Girl. We've got Dodgy for, you know, making sure that our health stays nice and low, or rather it doesn't go too low because we'll be sitting under 20%. We've also got Rejuvenated. Probably could swap that out for Fireproof later on, but having that extra health would be good for a bloodied weapon like this. We're going to be protected with emergency protocols anyway, so it should be okay. So now we're doing 110 and 11. Pretty sure we've seen something like that before. Alrighty, we're all dressed up in power armor now, and it's doing 3, 41, and 34. Yeah, it's pretty solid. Righto, let's have some quick comparisons here. We'll just hover over the prime capacitor. 422, that's not too bad. So that's out damaging this, and it's doing ballistic damage with that 422, so you're obviously going to hit for a lot harder than that, although that is an impressive damage number. This thing is prime Bloodied Light Machine Gun, 297, so, you know, we're getting a lot higher damage per shot, but I'm thinking the DPS on this thing would be a lot higher because of, look at the fire rate difference. That's staggering. I still think this is better. And we've also got a minigun here to show you just yet another minigun. As you can tell, that's falling behind quite a lot as compared to these ones, but yeah, and there's a machine gun of the 50 caliber variety. This thing's a little bit slower, so I think the DPS would be well covered by the Gauss Minigun. Alrighty, so here we are outside the Bards College, and apparently, judging by the looks of these guys, the school curriculum was changed some weeks back. But yeah, we've got the Outcast power armor. That's a Strangleheart, but you know, it's retaining the old Ultrasat power armor look. So, you know, it's a pretty cool looking power armor. Let's get started on this guy. Seems to be going pretty well so far. That's a bad place for you to be. Once we creep in range, 260 a shot, 270, 306. Pretty good damage if we shoot him in the head some more. I feel like this is going to be a crazy run here. as long as we don't do anything stupid and blow ourselves up, this will be a pretty easy video, I think. And look at that, we can even get him from range. I'm thinking the range on this kind of sucks. I'm actually honestly tempted to just put the standard barrel on, because that has a lot more ranges compared to this, and I mean, we don't lose that much fire rate, to be honest, but I admit the tri-barrels definitely look cool. I think the coolest looking is the penta-barrel, but too bad that thing just kind of sucks. That doggo died for no reason. Press F for spontaneous doggo super mutant heart attacks. It affects 1 in 100 mutant doggos, and 120 splash damage obviously will cut them down very quickly. Yep. There's another one over there. That one, okay. Yeah, every 1 in 100 doggos die from just heart attack. Every 1 in 200 gets teleportation powers, and well, they're too dangerous to be left alive. Okay, now I'm gonna sneak attack crit. We're going stealth heavy gunner, stealth Gauss heavy gunner. Ready? Now witness the firepower of this fully armed and operational Gauss minigun. Fire at will, Miranda. I saw 500 damage. Yeah, that's pretty good. Tell you what though, the barrel spin up is a major cock block here. I reckon I could be much quicker with just a regular old LMG, and that's kind of the thing. Although this is boasting great damage, extremely good DPS, and good sustained fire potential because it's got such a large magazine, I'm extremely turned off by the fact that I have to spin the barrel up. It's just, you know, it's a little bit of boringness before the fun starts, which I guess, you know, you've got the ammo capacity, you could possibly get away with just holding down the trigger, and I might do that. I might actually want to do that because the Gauss minigun bullets are heavy. It's certainly not an ammo efficient approach to this. You just kill you with splash damage. It's not as quick when it's not a doggo. These guys are squishy, so obviously they're going to take a lot more damage from that. You know, for a Bards College, there's a lot of doggos flying around. They must have, I don't know, something about... That one had a hunting rifle. You poor soul. Just kidding, they don't have souls. They're orcs. Goddamn orcs. Not like Skyrim orcs either, the fucking orcs from Lord of the Rings. And it's dawned on me that I've actually forgotten to pick up a legendary, but, you know, considering that I just pulled a 1-star from a 3-star, I don't really want to bother. Now, there might be another doggo in here somewhere in the control room, because, you know, even Green Man needs a best friend. How dare you gain XP from slaughtering super mutant warlords en masse here. Here, have some doggos, you don't get many XP from them. Quote Bethesda on their patch notes. Hidden patch notes. You know, there's still a lot of shit they don't, like, that they'll change and not tell us about, and that sucks. If it's one thing that I want them to change at the end of 2020 at least, is to just, you know, tell us what's going on. I'd like to know what direction you're taking the game and your reasons why. I even went onto the forums and asked, why are the Gauss weapons all explosive now? What's up with that? And no response. I'm like talking to a wall, like I am doing now. No one's listening to me. Ah yes, the classic tool rumble. Speaking of tools, I lost mine. They got stolen. It feels bad, man. Anyways, we'll get back to ghoul reality now. Sorry, tool reality, and we'll just walk on by all of these guys. I'm not particularly worried about what they can do. I don't have all of the defensive perks for stopping their, you know, relentless attacks like Blocker, but I feel like, oh wow, they're out and about today. These tools aren't messing around. Right, time to die. To the Gauss Minigun's credit, it's definitely got an edge in crowd control, since you can just do this. You can hold them down for ages, and the explosive splash damage can span multiple dudes. That one was trying to pose, but hey, that's a cool ghoul. He had his hat on backwards. That's the coolest ghoul I've ever seen. And also the deadest one, because he kind of exploded. Okay, we're doing pretty well here. We're making good time. So, you know, I've got a couple of friends I want to visit again, because I used a much inferior version of a Gauss minigun, and I reckon I can do it quicker now that I've got decent accuracy with that. Like, so good. So very accurate. Okay, here we are at the deep commie place, and I think those cannons over there are shooting little commie bots around, which is kind of cool. I mean, who built this place? Where do they get the materials to put this place together? Answer that through lore, Bethesda. Oxon, get onto that. Figure that shit out. And yeah, looks like they're not enjoying this Gauss Minigun. And I don't know who made these. I'm gonna assume that, I gotta assume that these are American weapons, right? Because why else would they be stored inside the Vault 79? Because where else would the Raiders even got them from? The Raiders, you didn't even work with the stupid commie spy. What are you screaming for? I thought you liked the color red. Well, they're not really screaming because I'm making them fall to bits. I'll shoot that guy in the leg. Speaking Chinese, they're saying, "Ow, this is not good. All of us are exploding. Send my regards to Mao." Come on, let's see the rest of yous then. There's usually a few more up here. You know, it'd be really nice if we could, you know, just, you know, make them hurt a little bit more. Honestly, this is too quick, and they don't deserve to be this quick. That one's a legendary. I bet he's gonna drop me really bad shit because I constantly trash talk them. Heh, TE. We'll shoot this in the meantime. YouTube's already blocked in China, so I think I won't get nuked. Alright, we're done here. Or not. Surprise, commie commander. I bet you dropped me in one star thing too. Righto, so we're back to our regularly scheduled programming, including lots of crabs dying, and I really like the idea of, you know, bringing this massive communist base into Fallout 76 because, honestly, it's just a great way to blow off steam. I couldn't think of a better pastime when you're just bored as fuck with nothing to do than killing a bunch of communists, and you can't do that in real life. Yet. So until we actually can, until we get the Third World War going, Trump will, you know, start shit with China over this coronavirus nonsense because they made it to, you know, fuck the economy so they could buy everything because Trump was about to destroy them in a trade deal. That's what I've heard. That man's all about economy. Why is this water so red? It's red from the blood of the communists that I have slaughtered. That's why. We'll give you the treatment of sneak critical to the leg. Yeah, hitting you for 700 damage. Yes, pretty impressive. Hope this thing's German. If it's German, then it's good, right? Okay, we're finally here at the figure site Prime. We'll get him eventually. There we go. We've got the bullets, and you just spray a little bit. You don't even have to have good accuracy. Hello, Scorch Beast. Now, I need to remember the shout to get him to land. Rumor has it if you get the shout right, they'll land right away. So, Jaw Zafrul! Now you're gonna land. He's gonna land. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. It's gonna be so good. No, okay. Apparently I'm not the Vat born. Don't need to be. I've got a minigun of the Gauss variety. Come on, give me something here. Give me that damage. Outpace that regeneration. Yeah. Yeah, you go, Gauss Minigun. It's impressive, but I reckon the LMG would have done better there because, well, there wouldn't be any of the explosive nonsense to worry about. You can die due to splash damage because you've just scratched my paint, asshole, and you can get the headshot treatment, and we won't worry about you all that much. Now, I actually haven't used this thing in VATS yet. I think Bloodied in and of itself is good enough. You could probably have a better time with something like a... Let's use it now, let's see. Yeah, miss one shot, you'll miss them all. I'm going to let my AP regenerate a little bit, and we'll go for the torso, see if we can get consistent hits. I think we're already going for the torso. I don't know. With weapons with a high rate of fire such as this, the game can barely keep up. So, probably a fucking pointless perk if they get around to, you know, making sure this massive damage thing doesn't happen, which I don't think I've procced all that much. The Scorched Beasts themselves seem to take round about the regular damage that you'd expect to see from this. Yeah, you slap that thing until it works, but yeah, got a Bloodied Gauss Minigun now. It's probably not the best one you'll ever see, but it is the first one I've got, and just like your first car, you'll always love it. Thank you for watching, guys. I've got nothing else to say other than I still prefer that B25 LMG. See yous.